and welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway? A show where a bunch of casual players play Dungeons and Dragons not so casually. There's two Garretts on the screen, by the way. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Garrett, and this is our campaign, Ashana Rising.
Oh no,
Kayla!
We're unbound. You can't control us, Garrett.
We'll backtrack for a second.
Quit stream.
Nah.
Roll 20 goes down for 5 minutes.
We'll just fix it live. It'll be normal, guys. Everything's great. You know, ignore the fact Garrett's gonna grow.
We just got an advertisement for the Meg 2. Hopefully unrelated to recent Meg versus.
Yeah.
Oh man, very funny.
This is actually a Streamlabs edit tutorial for all of you watching. You're welcome.
Streamlabs.
Listen, Streamlabs is a job skill now.
It is. They love her talents.
We're all laid out, and Kayla's real, guys. We didn't make her up. She's back.
I'm not just a voice coming from the background.
Yep.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah, Ashana Rising. Last time in the Ashana, the group reported to the king. The king told him that Videk sent the message. Blah blah blah. Jazath's gone. Maybe he'll come back later. Jazath wasn't the body of really if you missed a few weeks. Rui passed out from her experiences being possessed by her fiance.
Hopefully that doesn't happen in real life.
Anyways,
we'll see.
And stays with her parents. While the rest of the group decides to go and explore Gleeble plot, going to the Forest of the Elves and trying to get them to side with Ashana in the war against Estrax, and that was just a terrible decision by the king. Just worst group of people to ever send, ever to make allies. Remember that was going to be y'all's whole mission, was just recruiting allies. Good times.
What?
Yeah, right.
We had a mission.
Yeah, right. Anyways, the group somehow the conversation leads to if Kelxador shows the Elf King the y'all's experiences, maybe that will prove y'all are good people and therefore should stop the fight between Gleeble and Kelxador to declare the new heir to the elf throne. And somehow that was going to help determine whether they would help Ashana or not. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Sound like you're playing Mad Libs with your own story, bro.
Listen, that wasn't even all my fault. This is a lot of yes-anding, and I'll never do it again. And yeah, so in all of that, we revealed that Gleeble was also basically a demigod, son of friend of the party Emos, who was also the new primordial god of wind, and saved Gleeble during the Jazath fight from falling to his death. Very fun, very cool. And then Kelxador took them all back to his house because, for whatever reason, the party sent any back. And you discovered Issa's alive. Basically, Kelxador had cloned Issa, and was basically watching to make sure Issa didn't show any signs of Zahir for the past month before letting her back into the wild or whatever Kelxador's do. And then Gleeble's hot mom showed up and really threw everything for a loop. But
I'm right here. Come on, man.
Yes, she did.
So this is the narrative.
No loops to be found, brother. I'll tell you that.
We'll find them.
But we will cut back to Rui. You wake up in a basically hospital ward, in a bed next to both your parents, who are awake at this point, heavily bandaged because somebody kept shooting arrows at them.
Thanks a lot, Poppy.
Don't know who that could be. Um, yeah. As soon as you wake up, your mother goes, "Oh yeah, I'm so worried. I was so worried about you. Are you okay? I know you're not okay, okay, but like, are you okay for now? Are you in life-threatening danger?"
Um, are they also in hospital beds?
Oh yeah, heavily
Okay.
bandaged. They are uh, bruised up from the fight.
Okay. Um, Ma, Pa, are you okay? I'm more worried about you than me.
Your dad chimes in. Oh, don't worry, Rui. I had that the auto fella of yours on the ropes with my fork.
But why were you fighting my? He's my friend. We should have never been doing that. Do I have any recollection of like what
Oh
is
yeah, you
my
remember all of it.
time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you remember all of it.
Okay, and I know that I was under a spell.
Yep.
Okay. I should have. I'm sorry, Mom, Pa. I should have seen it coming, and that was just.
You
I
were
should have
in
known better.
love. You were in love. It's okay, Rui.
But I can't afford that. Life is too dangerous, and there's too many other concerning things. Do you know that there is a war coming? And I was
Well,
wasting my time getting engaged to a monster.
well, we don't really get the news up in the mountains, you know.
Well, I suppose not. Maybe that's why I didn't really know much about the big city. So I can't really blame you on that, but it'll never happen again.
Oh,
I'll
you
keep a
can't.
vigilant lookout for hidden monsters like that.
Well, I mean, life's too short for you to not fall in love. We only get a few years, Rui.
Yeah, exactly, and I shouldn't waste them on things like that. Have you heard word from my friends?
We just woke up a little bit ago. She was another Aarakocra. Not that we would have anything against a nurse who wasn't another Aarakocra, but um, she came in and let us know that they had left for the Elven Forest a few hours ago.
Oh, well, do you know when they let us out of here?
I'm assuming we can walk upright and without hurting ourselves. That's usually how that goes.
Well, how are you feeling? Have you been up?
Oh, I can get up right now. As you see your father try and get up and just immediately fall over and go.
Oh, Daddy, let's slow it down. Don't be counting your chickens before they hatch now, okay?
Uh,
Had to throw a bird pun in there.
at that moment, a person from the windowsill says, "You know, if I said that, I feel like it'd be considered racist." As you turn and look at Jinna the Gale sitting in your windowsill.
Oh, it's Jen. He's sitting on the windowsill.
Yeah.
Jen, don't you know better than to just bust into people's hospital rooms?
Well, not really, no, but no, I just
If
wanted to
we'd
make.
been in better health, you would have a knife through you.
See, that's the problem. If you're not in better health, then I really wouldn't have nothing to worry about. You wouldn't be in
Well,
the hospital room.
okay, you got me there. What can I do for you for?
Oh, I just want to check. I just dropped your friends off in the Elven Forest. I wanted to make sure that you were okay and see what you were going to do next.
Um, how are they? How are my friends? Are they all okay? I know that I
Um,
really did a number on Godric.
oh, they've all recovered pretty well. You know, they um, injuries to their physical forms aside, I think you went through the more traumatic experience with the whole possessing and the demon and the fiance or whatever.
Well, Jen, how are they like emotionally? Do you think they'll ever speak to me again?
How are you emotionally?
Um, well, I know I won't be wasting my time on any other men that come into my life in that way. So I suppose that it'll just be me and my adventures from now on.
Well, can't really talk you out of that, I suppose. Pretty shitty thing to go through, so it'll be a while before you find your footing again. But if you want to keep being an adventurer, I suppose you're braver than most. So
Well, it's really all I know how to do. I mean, I know I've been doing it for only like 2 months, but it's either be an adventurer or go back to being a hiker, and I don't really think I like that anymore.
you're a hiker in the Gale, right?
Yeah, I led people up the mountain.
Well, as you know, I am Jin, hero of the Gale, so fought off many a monsters in the Gale. Quite known for it. So quite, am always grateful for the hikers in the area.
Yeah, me too. And it's definitely worthwhile to go and see it if you're not from there. But, living there for 3 years was enough for me.
Understand. um, that Jin also catches like 3 years. What the man?
Though technically I am 5 because of something Mida did that aged me 2 years.
I will claim nothing.
Oh man. Well, anyways, well, I mean, if you're feeling up to it, I can get you back to the others. They'll probably be easier to track down if we get them all still in the Elven Forest. I'm sure. Let's see. About this point, they're probably either working out of a peace agreement with the elves, or they're being thrown in jail. So,
Well, I suppose there's no time better. I mean, they're either gonna accept me back or they're gonna throw me to the wolves, I suppose. So yeah, can you take me there?
of course, they can. It'll feel weird, but I'm sure they'll accept you back as he turns you and himself into actual wisps of wind, and you start traveling very quickly to the Elven
Oh
Forest.
my.
Back with the group. At this point, we'll say y'all start reconvening back in Kelxador's lounge area, study, whatever. Whatever that was on that map. Kelxador just kind of leaned back, and as you all kind of walk back in the room, he just says, well, you all done catching back up, Issa.
I'd wished we had a bit more time, but I'm getting used to waiting, I suppose. It was good to see them.
Gleeble's mom, you can please leave my premises as we have business to talk about. And she just goes, you aren't going to talk to me that way after hiding my son and being his political rival. How do I know you're not going to assassinate him? And whatever. You couldn't take my son anyways. She just kind of like turns and stomps her foot over to her son, and just gives Gleeble a peck on the armor helmet. Now you be good, Gleeble, and I mean these nice adventurer folk are letting you intern with them, so you better do good, and you better really show that you're worth your standing. All right.
I'm trying. Don't embarrass me. I love you.
Love you too. And then at that moment, a gust of wind blasts down into the room as Rui and Jin of the Gale materialize. Kelkstor just like rolls his eyes and goes, "Not another visitor." Kelksy, how are you? Been a while. I didn't expect these folks to find such unpleasant company to be around, but anyways, brought Rui. I figure I could take y'all to y'all's next spot before I stop this whole deal here with me being y'all's transport services.
Oh, you don't enjoy being a cab of sorts?
See, I was so glad when Emo signed up for that job, and he didn't even do it that well. He didn't like taking people either. So
Yeah, he seems like he might be a bit of a deadbeat. Uh, no offense or anything, Gleeble. It's probably a little complicated. You know, if it's any consolation, at least your dad doesn't, try to kill you and your friends for fun.
You guys have dads.
Sorry that my dad tried to kill you guys.
Oh, Rui, are you
And I did for that matter.
are you okay?
Are,
I'm
are you okay?
I'm I'm really sorry about the arrows. I was just trying to help. I didn't aim for any of the vital spots. I only aimed for your appendages so I could pin you down so you'd stop attacking us. I swear. It made sense at the time.
Oh, stop apologizing. No, it's okay. It's okay. I put everybody in a very bad position, and um, I mean, I can't really be upset with you. There was so much going on, and I really should have saw it coming. I shouldn't have been just so blinded. And I hope that everybody's okay, and that with time, you all can forgive me
Uh,
for causing so much distress.
I don't I don't really think there's anything to forgive. I mean, I don't think any of us expected Lover Boy was an evil god.
Yeah,
I
he
never
was too
liked him.
good to be true.
I always thought you were just jealous, Godric, like a whole no one can marry my little sister deal.
That's only jealousy in Alabama.
What's Alabama? Be that as it may, I was still closer than any of you.
Wait, closer to what?
Closer to
What?
To figuring it out.
Oh, I mean,
Roderick, I should have listened to you. You warned me. I knew you didn't like him from the beginning, and I should have listened. So I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk up closer to Rui. And from a height perspective, how are we? Are we the same height?
Mars are pretty tall.
Her wings are probably taller than you at minimum.
I mean,
I think I'm like 5'7". I'm like taller than the average human female, but
All right. So we'll assume we're about. All right. So I'll just get close to you, look at you, and say, "Now, Rui, it's not your fault that these beings and people and whatever else are trying to use you for their own personal gain. You shouldn't blame yourself. You didn't do anything wrong, and hopefully everyone knows that." As I glance around the room. So don't beat yourself up. We've already done that to you enough. And you've done it to us.
more than enough. I know. I'm
Me,
so sorry.
specifically.
Okay. Well, thank you, Godric, for your kind words. And thank you, everybody, for helping get me out of that situation.
At this point, Gleeble's mom is dragging Gleeble over to Rui and saying, to Gleeble.
Gleeble's mom is here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she's dragging Gleeble over to me?
Oh,
okay. Also, just for point of clarification, D&D Beyond says I'm only 5 feet tall, so
there we go.
I was wrong. Hello. How are you?
Gleeble,
I say to Gleeble's mom.
Are you going to introduce your mother to this fine young lady?
Yes. If Rui wants to, this is my mom. You can call her Gleeble's mom. Mom, this is Rui.
What does she look like? Like, is she also wear a mask? I know she's very pretty.
She's an elf. She has blue
she's
hair.
Hot.
She's hot.
He's
damn it.
hot.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, hi, Gleeble's mom. My name's Rui, and I just went through a little rough time, so you'll please excuse me for my downcast demeanor. But um, it's nice to meet you, and I like extend my hand to her.
And she shakes your hand and says, "Well," and you're surprised that she like gets the inflection like actually correct. And there's a lot of people who mimic the inflection, but she actually gets like the inflection on "ru"
Nice.
correct. Um, I just wanted to thank you for letting my son play blitzball with you. I know he's a bit of a handful, and I'm just so glad that really done a good job bringing him into the group, and I'm just so thankful for you. And she kind of like touches your arm gently and says, "Just to let you know, men coming in and out of your life all the time. No good. Lord knows there was a bunch before Emos and bunch after. So
And
I
more
can
still
really
to
go.
come.
Like a wink and a nod. And I'm
uh,
like, oh, thank you, Gleeble's mom. It really it has been a pleasure meeting Gleeble and get to know him, and he has been a valuable member of the team.
all right. Well, I'll leave you all now to whatever the hell Kelk Store wants. And because I can trust you, if Kelk Store threatens my boy again, I just want you to send a knife right to Kelk Store's throat. All right?
Oh, I like that plan. All right, yeah, sounds
Oh,
good.
Never mind.
oh, was there a line to kill Kelk Store? Because I'm
Oh,
first in line. I promise you.
I yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rip.
Rip.
Oh, here you know.
I didn't cut out.
It's just
Rip.
Ruby.
Oh. Oh
It was me.
no. Sag.
Well, it was all nice meeting you all. Take good care of my boy, and I hope I will be seeing you all again soon.
Oh, do you happen to know where Emos is?
Oh, I haven't seen that. And she pauses for a second. That man in a long time, ever since Gleeble was born.
Oh. I'm Sometimes I think maybe that's for the best.
Maybe. I mean, he was quite the man. But, anyways.
Oh,
Oh, do you have something to say, Gleeble?
maybe we should just talk later, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've never really told you much about your dad because, frankly, didn't know much. I mean, I figured the parts that I remember you probably didn't want to hear about.
Yeah, well, might be true, but no. Still feel like he's out there watching or something. Do you know why he disappeared?
Commitment issues, the usual. Said it would put you in more danger for him to be around than for him to be with us.
I
Though he
guess
was
he
quite
is.
wishy-washy on the subject. Like I said, didn't leave until after you were born.
Yes, he is a god. I sure don't know where he is now. He could have been, but I don't know. Guess we'll just keep on waiting.
I stopped waiting a long time ago, Gleeble.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have more important things to do right now. I think I'm doing okay.
It's true. Well, good luck
But
with your war.
thanks, Ma.
As Gleeble's mom exits the building.
I like your
Uh,
mom, Gleeble. She's very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you, Poppy.
Are you also pretty?
Not important.
I don't think you can just ask that question.
Oh, why not?
It might be rude.
Oh, I feel like people call us worse things on a daily basis at this point, Otto.
I think that's okay. Do you want to do something about it?
Well, I definitely don't want to change.
All right.
We should probably talk about this another time.
We'll
Calxador?
stick a pin in it.
Yes, I figured I would let you all ask whatever questions you want. Oh, by the way, Ruby, it's at this point that you realize Issa's in the room.
Oh. Hey, Seth. She died, right?
Sure did.
She
I
did
say that
die.
out loud in character.
Well, we thought she did, but it turns out Kelxador is actually the good guy, but he makes everybody hate him so he can be really secretive about being a good guy. And I bet it's really lonely. And then Issa's alive too.
Oh, well, Asa, I'm glad to hear that. How you been?
I've been tending to the garden. Something of a new hobby of mine. Haven't really seen anybody for a while, so this is nice.
I see. Well, hate that you missed our last get together, but kind of glad you didn't because it was kind of a mess. It was not my shining moment, but yeah, glad to have you back. What are we doing here?
Well, it was never really not a mess with all of you, but it was still.
Oh, come on, you were included in that mess, Asa,
Yes,
with all your
maybe.
shadows and whatnot.
You kind of set a precedent for taking in interns.
Me?
Is that
Oh,
what
no,
I
Issa.
was? Wait.
Oh, okay.
Well, you were kind of. Well, I don't really know what you were. I kind of thought you were a mole the whole time. Uh,
Accurate, somewhat.
yeah. But, I feel like I learned this word intern recently, and it just sounds nicer, don't you think?
I agree. Like, I believe it was an intern.
You're
Is he
not a
now
mole,
official
right?
out of character?
Uh, is he official?
Yeah, is Gleeble official? I can't remember.
No. We keep joking.
Officially,
He's
Still
the
an
intern.
Yeah.
Officially the intern.
Are we having this discussion with Gleeble like right there?
Wait,
No,
wait.
Just right there.
Out of question.
Okay, for D&D
Sorry.
language, wouldn't he be like our page? Wouldn't that be like the word? He's our page boy.
He's my talking cauldron of everything. He's my sidekick.
Anyways, well, Asa, glad to have you back. So that's exciting.
Oh, I don't think she's like coming with us though, Ruby.
I
Oh.
don't think that's appropriate either.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Well, the mortality rate is a big drawback at this point.
I
I
see.
believe I'm still being monitored for any lingering presences of Zahir or the like.
Yeah, I don't think we can really sustain any evil god possessions at this time in our lives.
That's true. We can only have
Also-
one person actively killing other party members at a time.
Also, your girl's level 8, so
Wait,
We
so
did.
when's
Oh,
it my turn?
you missed on all our training.
I was gaining a different sort of experience, I suppose.
He said, "Do you like
And all
my
that.
feathers?
But
They're blacker."
oh, that's really something. Does that indicate progress in your abilities, or
Progress.
I suppose. I mean, every time I get stronger, they get a little dyed. Like the black part gets bigger.
I feel like that's bad.
well, I was-
Like a darkening of
Well,
the soul.
I mean, I am a descendant of the Raven Queen. Ravens
know.
have black feathers,
Hey,
so
have we ever addressed the morality of the Raven Queen?
Um, well, I mean, she did get trapped in the Feywilds, and then she was trying to get back, and
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and
why was she trapped in there?
Was she trapped
um,
or exiled? Because I'm starting, no offense, Rui. I think there might be some
Oh.
dark things going on.
well, there was a nursery rhyme that my mom used to sing to me. I can't quite remember how it goes.
Has nobody been listening to me?
I have. That's why I'm bringing it up. He
well,
keeps talking about how the Raven Queen. She sounds kind of evil when Godric talks about her. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
she does a little bit, Poppy. I will give you that. But I wasn't. Like I said, they taught me in a nursery rhyme. You can't really tell nursery rhymes about evil people.
I I don't I don't think that's true. There's a lot of nursery rhymes about vampires, and they're not good people.
Can you all tell me what a nursery rhyme is?
Oh,
Uh,
well, it's a rhyme, and you sing it in like your baby nursery, like the room that you sleep in when you're a little kid. It might have been a while since you've been in one of those, Otto. Normally there's like a cradle, and like they lay in it, and there's like paintings all on the wall. Everything has to be soft
didn't you
because
ever hear the fairies, sing them in the Feywild? It's kind of pretty. Jack and Jill got a steak. Vampire didn't take the bait. Jack and Jill died. The vampire ate till he cried.
that was way better than the nursery rhyme I was trying to come up with about the Raven Queen.
What are you talking
Dark of
about?
night, where shadows creep, lived a damn pale lord with secrets to keep.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Something like that, yes, right?
I never knew it was
No.
about my dad, which changes things, but hey.
Well,
Gleeble,
anyways,
you're part elf, right?
Yeah, half. I think
Does
that's
any
how
of
it
this make
works.
sense to you?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless Garrett's got any spicy rules.
Mama Gleeble didn't really seem like a
uh,
nursery rhyme kind of gal.
No nursery checks,
I
unfortunately.
just don't think elves are very nursery rhyme type of people.
No.
Yeah.
I think they'd rather like sing some songs or something.
Anyways, the Raven Queen, evil, yes.
Well, undetermined, but likely.
Well, she
Right.
was chased into this realm by Zahir, who seems to be no kind and generous god himself, so
Well, Godric seems to have a good radar of who's good and evil, right?
I
yeah,
don't
I
think
certainly
there's
don't.
really any good beings involved in this. I think there's just evil and like not evil, but that doesn't mean they're good.
Well,
So
I'm
evil and
So is
neutral.
the Raven Queen one of those?
Maybe. I don't know, you tell me.
Well, I mean, she did tell me I had to save this plane of existence. That sounds like pretty good in my opinion. And she's brought me back from the dead a couple of times. And she
but
gave me these sweet bracelets.
For the first time, Kelkstor speaks up and says, she wants to save this plane of existence. Why would she want to save this plane of existence if she wants to leave it?
Those big
So that was
Just because she wants to
2
save it
months
doesn't mean
ago.
it's a good thing.
She told me I had to find a man with a giant sword. Or was it scissors?
oh, is
sword.
that
I
like
can't quite remember.
a
Giant
marriage
sword that will cut
requirement?
the earth in half.
Is that part of your
What'd you say,
nursery
Godric?
rhymes?
He said a giant sword and cutting the earth in half. I remember you asked Darius about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to have a giant sword, and I haven't found nobody with a giant sword yet.
But
Um,
Otto has a giant sword.
I asked her about that one time. When she brought it up, I told her that I had a friend with a really big sword, and she said it wasn't him.
But maybe it was a Taurian?
Oh, that's a great point, Poppy, because I only asked her about Otto, and I didn't know that Otto was a Taurian at the time.
Apparently the elves didn't either, so maybe no
But
one knows a Torian's alive.
Otto, you don't want to cut the world in half, do you?
Oh,
You can tell us right now, and we can avoid all this problem.
Shit, I don't know.
wait, I thought the sword guy was supposed to help you save the world. No? Different?
No, the sword guy's the
Oh,
bad guy.
okay. And it's literally cutting the world.
You know what? I have an idea. Okay, I could just ask her. Somebody stab me, and I'll just go ask her.
I don't know. You know,
Hey, don't get any funny ideas.
I think maybe we've had enough near death potential possession experiences for one day. If that's all right with you. Maybe you could
I
just
guess I could try meditating.
yeah, that's what Otto does.
Casper speaks up and says, "If you want, we could do a seance. Maybe the Raven Queen will possess her without killing her." Maybe.
No,
Okay.
She did say
She
I was
won't-
important, so she's
won't.
brought me back from the dead several times.
Well,
She
but
won't show if she knows everything is going according to plan.
I mean, your evil fiance also thought you were important and wanted to save you. It sounds like you're a
He didn't want to save her.
bargaining chip for the fate of the world.
I sure hope not.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I'm already
See?
struggling with finding the man with the big sword.
Where the rest of us are pawns in this game of celestial chess. Rui's like the queen, but not in like a misogynistic way, in like a she's the best piece way. And so that's why Jazath was after her, because she's like a really powerful weapon somehow. I've not worked it out yet.
I mean, Godric, not to bring up bad memories, but I mean, I really handed you your ass the other day.
Yes, a demon lord. Will do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I had to do it 4 times though.
So,
Yeah.
One wasn't enough.
Kelxador, you. Why are we all here?
I've only brought you here to so you could see Issa and answer any questions that you might have that I could help answer.
Yeah,
That is
like
all.
the part where you've been playing, the evil bastard in the court for so long. That we could start there.
Which court?
Why?
He's got a point.
Why to any of them? I mean, what if you did get into a fight with Gleeble and he died?
I would only kill Gleeble if it meant saving 1,000 more. That is how I always rationalize. I've rationalized every decision I've made.
Oh yes, because no bad things have come from utilitarianism. We should just adopt the principle altogether, huh?
What does that mean?
God, weren't you on that grind for like 2 years?
I don't know. I've known you for 3 months. My life before this is fuzzy.
Fact of the matter is, you're going to have to make choices, and I'm always going to make the choice that saves the most people.
Sure.
When I ended the Dragon War with Odovos, I had to sacrifice 10 dragons to do it.
With me, every dragon I've met's an asshole.
No offense.
Yeah, I just heard my head for a second. I'm like, no.
You're not.
Yeah,
He's not a
yeah,
dragon.
I'm different. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Like, wait a minute. Okay.
With Sahir, I was willing to sacrifice Issa to ensure that the god did not enslave this world. As to the nature of why I make my allegiances shady, as you say, it's a lot easier to find your enemies when they think you're on your side.
But why weren't you honest with us about Issa? Why didn't you explain?
Because If Issa came back and Zahir had come back with her, I did not want to have to break it to all of you that I had to kill my student again.
You would rather us just hate you and fight you at every turn?
Correct. So it's easier for you all to hate me than it is for easier to manipulate people that hate you than trust you, I suppose. What I've learned.
Right. So how do we know we're not being manipulated now?
Truth of the matter is you don't. Truth of the matter is you probably are. At this
I mean,
I
of
want to roll
course we are.
insight.
Sure, go ahead.
Nat 1.
Man, this is weird. You like trust counselor right now? Very weird.
It
Probably more
just,
hard to read, but
it sounds so lonely. I regret treating you the way I did. I wish you would have trusted us more.
I would say you shouldn't regret that because I could be your enemy any day. If I
Right.
believe Estrax and siding with Estrax would save more people, I would side with them in a heartbeat.
You
That
don't
is the truth of the matter.
believe that, though, do you?
No. Gordemon is a mad dictator with a vengeance complex, we'll call it,
Then we're on the same side.
for now. Which is why I'm being truthful. For now.
And Kilxidor,
Yes.
this is not the only. This looming threat with Estrax is not the only thing that is, should I say, weighing on our minds. And
Yes.
I just want to know if this alliance with the elves is solid, or if there's anything we need to do to ensure that our backs will not be exposed when we're at our most vulnerable.
The alliance with the elves, I made sure, was strengthened beyond the beliefs of one king. That is why I exposed Torian today to be the true Torian. That is why I exposed Emos as being a demigod. And that's why I made sure today that there were other noble families present who could overrule King Verberos if he decides to go against what his eyes were seeing.
Well, it was my idea to begin with, but okay.
That's what you think.
That's what I know. You weren't in my head. I would have felt it. Probably.
Anyways, with that being said, I think the alliance with the elves is solid. I cannot, however, say that the Elf King will not try and send assassins loyal to him, for example, after Gleeble.
All right, well, when that time comes, we'll vaporize them.
Who's sending
send 'em.
assassins?
Oh, Elf King Verberos, he hates you quite a bit. Thinks you're unfit to be king still.
Dude. I'll take him out.
Hey, Craig, I just gotta say for Gleeble that having assassins sent after you by a king is pretty nice on the resume. Somebody should write that down.
Yeah, he's, in spite of recent events, maybe we should actually look at the application a little bit more.
Right. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Damn, Gleeble, that sucks. All right, well,
Like I said, that was why I got allies to your cause today.
I can't say I agree with your methods, and I know that the ends don't justify the means, but it seems to have worked out for us now, and looks like we can trust you to play the side of good, and even if it seems not so. Right.
Yeah,
Does anyone have
fair
any
weather-
questions for him?
A fair weather friend is better than no friend at all this time. So I'll begrudgingly accept this alliance.
What's your next move, Kelxie?
Oh, there's just a flash of anger. It's like check needed. But Jen of the Gale, who's also here still, just gives gives you a thumbs up. Um, my next move is to continue to route out any allies to King Verberos, have them lose their standing. After this war, I'm sure that the king's actions will cause people to question his leadership, and it'll be time for a new leader. And that leader would either be me or to be Gleeble.
Why would you leave?
Right? Why you?
Because there are only two people who are qualified heirs, as it were, who are left alive anyways after the whole thing with Yodon and the demons.
What about Otto?
The other time with Yodon and the demons, I should say.
Otto's in kind of like royalty around here, right? I mean, you could be in the running if you wanted to. And I look at Otto.
Aw.
Otto's unique position could put him there. Typically, though, and you see Kelpstar kind of roll back his sleeve, and you see a mark on his shoulder. This insignia marks someone who is born of the elves and has unique magics. And it is
Oh.
from those people that they determine the next candidate to be king.
Well, that's easy. And I grab Otto's arm and I tried to etch the symbol in with an arrow tip.
Make a performance check.
Otto takes damage, I believe.
I'm just etching it into the armor bits.
Which is a skin.
It's a tattoo.
Oh man.
Wait a minute.
Do I like roll against this?
But why would you want to?
I don't know.
Otto,
What
just
you want?
hold still. Let me draw the symbol.
If you'd like to resist, you can roll an athletics check. Otto.
I have a +9 to athletics. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I rolled an
Yeah.
18 for my performance. It's a
You know,
nice
actually-
tattoo.
Actually looks pretty good for that brief glimpse you got of that tattoo. Or that mark, I should say. Looks pretty good.
Is it a black tattoo?
I mean, it's.
Oh, we haven't heard that in a while.
I mean, there's no ink, but on Kelpsor skin, no, there's a white tattoo.
I mean, I don't really care who becomes the king, and I look back towards Kelxador. But I think Otto shouldn't be left out. This is his home too, and he should have the option to follow wherever he's called. He
Well, what did
deserves
Otto
to
want
be
to do?
here. Huh?
I have no care who is king. As long as it's not me.
Yeah. I mean, Poppy, you haven't even asked Otto if he wants to.
Oh, well, I'm not saying he has to, but I don't think someone. Well, I don't know.
Yo, hold up. What does a king do?
He cleans up buildings. He talks to adventurers. He has fancy breakfast with his wife and daughter.
All right, hold up again. Is
And
this all based off of the one king that you currently know?
yeah,
All right, good, perfect.
he's
I want to
doing.
be king based off this. Not from when I was Artorian, but this type of king. Yeah.
And he has diamonds, Otto. I mean, I'm just saying, This is your home. You should deserve a say. I mean, you don't have to be king, but if you
You want to
want
eat breakfast
to,
with your wife? I thought you didn't like her or something.
his wife and daughter.
I was got a kid.
I have a kid since when?
Oh, well, I don't know. That's just what
Or you
kings do.
mean? Okay, okay, never mind. I know. Anyways, continue.
I have no care which of you becomes king of the elves.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, that's the problem. If you have to care. I mean, that's what separates us from all the bad, right? We care about the people who can't fight.
No, Poppy. In civilization, you have people who don't care about politics, but that doesn't mean they're evil people. That just means they don't want to be bothered with the intricacies.
Oh, but
They
Why
just want
I
to live
left.
normal lives.
you do care, though, right, Galaxy, about the people?
Galaxy.
How are we
I-
on a nickname basis now?
I overheard the
I-
nickname and I adopted it immediately.
I left the Elven Forest a long time ago.
I
Did
don't.
not want to be in the politics.
Well, I don't mean the politics. I just mean when the town got destroyed, I saw how hurt the people were, and that's all you could see in S-Tracks. And I want to know that you care about them. And if you do, then you're on our side.
I care about making sure that there's peace.
I'll take it
As
for
much
now.
as I can offer. Do you have any other questions before you all make your way out of my home, please, and quick?
Yeah. How long do we have till we find out who the next king is? What's the deadline?
There
When
is
he
no deadline.
dies?
When he dies is when it immediately starts. But as he tried to today, he can call for the fight to the death before then.
He might kill himself, or he might.
No, he
retire.
might try to kill
Well, no.
you.
The next he can decide to start the next succession early by just commanding it,
Oh, okay.
basically ceding the throne.
I gotcha. It's like he's retiring from being king.
Yes, he has
Cool.
been king for 300 something years, maybe longer. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got a lot of time to make friends with him and win him over. Is what it sounds like.
Good luck with that.
Hey, come on, I've got charm. Ain't that right, guys?
Yeah, you're great. I really like your
We're the
mom.
winner.
Okay. Right. So, Coxador, thank you for having us and
Yeah.
allowing us to see our dear friend Issa again. Is Issa still here?
Yes.
Issa, it was good to see you again. I'm glad you're okay, but I will be going and taking my flowers back from your grave.
I
Oh,
choose to see that as a kind gesture. If you
Nice to meet
wish to
you,
have
Issa.
any other flowers, though, there are ample to choose from in the garden. Tended to myself.
Here you go,
Maybe
Issa.
with some of you in mind.
I'm gonna throw a can of meat at Issa in the middle of their conversation.
Is it too on the nose? I drew some poppies. Is it too on the nose?
Oh!
Anyways, Poppy throws a can of meat at Issa.
Oh.
Like to you.
Please.
Oh,
Hockey
this time.
pocket.
Oh, you just look a little, you know, peckish. You've lost some weight.
I should point out Issa is not as skinny as Godric is right now.
Skinny legends.
Real.
This could be you, but you're playing.
I'm on that diet. I'm on that soul crushing diet.
To be a moody ASMR.
Called intermittent fasting, babe. I'm on a 24-hour fasting window. Thank you for your gesture, Poppy.
Right then. For the rest of us, I look over at Grace.
No.
Grace,
Bye.
do you think we've time to go see about getting our artifact realigned? I fear what might happen if we go to Estrath without you at your full strength.
I believe I've heard tale. This task should take months of training. But, we've always kind of crunched the numbers, so maybe there'll be at least a beginning step on a journey of 1,000,
Indeed, a wise man did once say, "Time's up, let's do this." Leroy Jenkins. So if we were gonna try to squeeze this in a day and a half, where would we go and do that?
That'd be in Kahlo, yeah. No training grounds of ours.
I guess. Right. Do you want to go? I'd be happy to accompany you, but I guess I can't make you against your will.
I can't speak for everyone in the group. I hate to vindicate Kelksewer's mindset, but at least as far as my friends are concerned, it is most good for the most people. So.
Well, it wouldn't be good for us if you died.
Okay,
Again.
fair.
Or the people of Estrax whom you might be able to save.
I think if we're
Okay,
going up
fair.
against Estrax, we need you at your best, Kraith. So, sounds like this little detour is worth our time.
I agree. And I bet you Jen could take us. Is he still here?
Yeah,
Jenny.
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
I
Don't
know
call me
you're
Jenny.
tired of the whole transportation thing, but you're so good at it. You're faster than my horse. It's amazing.
Ooh, but I only have 2 legs. Yes, I can take you all to Kahlo. That is where you all are going.
Do we want to go immediately? Gleeble, did you need more time with your mom?
I'll catch up with her later. I have a lot to think about, and I want to use my questions tactfully.
Yeah. Well, you could always invite her to the Strawberry Keep. It's basically a hotel at this point.
Yeah, and this guy will just teleport us everywhere.
Nope. This last teleport.
Thank you for your service.
You're so great at this. Thank you so much.
I hate all of you. All right, everyone ready to go to Kahlo?
Yeah, Calixador,
Yes.
I believe in you.
And I believe in you all
Mhm.
as well. Why I've left you all alive for so long.
I think that's the nicest thing I've ever heard you say. I'm glad you're a good guy. Try not to kill too many people, okay?
Well, can I not kill the Estrak soldiers that we're going to be fighting?
Well, I wouldn't really consider them people.
Some of them have families and things.
Uh,
But they don't have names.
I think we should go.
Hi, Issa. It was good to see you.
Take care, everyone. Best of luck.
Stop by the Strawberry Keep anytime you like.
Stop by Caltador's house anytime you like.
I don't think he
okay, I
Good.
will, Issa.
Please don't.
I don't mean to invite them, but I just want to see them again sometime.
I'll bring more
So-
cans of meat next
Aw.
time I come over.
We can
What's so
meet at
hard-
my house here.
What's so hard in this garden? I mean, just want someone to appreciate it.
I'll go take a quick smell. Give me a second.
Kraith, make sure you say bye to Issa.
I don't know, Godfrey. It's gonna get creepy, man. I don't know, man.
Goodbye, Creep.
Are you sure this is the one girl?
Goodbye, Issa.
I need the dual-sided makeup.
Yeah, right. That's all.
It's just still both green scales.
But one of them has eyeliner.
The Walt Disney School of Female Characters. I just have a bow, just a giant bow on once.
Oh man, that's funny. All right. As Jin turns you all to wisps of wind again, very fun, very cool. We will go ahead and take our 10-minute break.
Woo!
Hello and welcome back to Ashana Rising. Last time, the group had decided to go to the Kalo Temple, host of Tournament Arc of Season 1. That was interrupted by Darius. Thanks, Darius. And yeah, we're back here trying to fix Kraith's artifact or something. So, you all get here and you are greeted by Mirag, who is the guy who was basically the top student. If you remember, the elder of the temple was killed by Darius. So he greets you all as you get here. Just to speed things along, you all see the 4 other monks that were that you all kind of known from the adventures exam. But they are all brought back to the ones that were killed, which I think may have just been Oddfin, were all brought back to life after the Isix thing by the king with the diamonds. Anyways, oh yeah, this is another place where one of your party members was possessed by a demon. That's pretty cool. That won't bring any weird feelings. Yes, that guy. But anyways, you are greeted by Mirag, who the other weird things to throw out there as a reminder is that he was Grit's apprentice. And that was all mentioned last time. So, but as you all basically land via Jin says bye and leaves, trapping you on this mountain.
Don't forget to thank your bus driver.
Don't. No one even holds up a coin
my.
for Jin. Funny. I want Gleeble. Go ahead and make a history check real quick.
Whoa.
Just I thought about it and I should have probably done it earlier.
It's a 4.
Never mind, Gleeble. Memory's a cool thing, isn't it? But anyways, yeah, Marag comes up and says, Kraith, friends of Kraith, what can I do for you at our humble temple?
Well, it's been a long time since we were last here.
few months, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I believe I asked you one time, all those months ago, if you had decided upon an answer for that question posed upon us by Grit. That view imposed on both of us. I still grapple with, call it a survivor's guilt or what have you. But in that time, I have come to deepen my allegiance with these good friends of mine. As I'm sure you are aware, though perhaps news travels a bit slower around here, we are on the precipice of war.
Yes, Jin had visited us the other day and let us know. I told him
And
that my students were not ready for war, but I would partake.
none of us truly are Murag, but my friends and I have been chosen to be in a advanced team, so to speak. But I cannot be the best man that I know that they see in me in my current state. I am plagued with terrible thoughts, reminding me of my most bestial of days. I believe there is something between my artifact and my Ashana that is no longer in agreement. I believe it was described to me as my artifact disagrees with my new direction in life. One where instead of destroy and cut down, I try to create and foster. What do you know of this urge, this feeling?
Your artifact, is it connected at all to Dendar?
Aye, that's what they tell me.
Yes. Well, this temple was dedicated to both Dendar and his opposite tyrant Thraxus, the primordial gods of day and night, the originals. So they say. So there is a temple here to Dendar, a way that you might be able to mediate this conflict with him directly, or so it would be the case at most other temples if Dendar were truly still around. But all other, all of the primordial gods were killed in the primordial war eons ago.
Nevertheless, their influence seems to linger.
Correct. There was one named Kaiser who came about a year or so ago to master his own artifact connected to Dendar. He was able to find peace over the course of many, many months.
Yes, I'm quite acquainted with them. Former guildmates.
You have that type of time with your mission.
No. But I like to imagine I have a blanking on the word, blanking on the word.
Indubitably.
I also have. I like to imagine I have a similar composure to him, a singularity of purpose that this has to be completed. I don't pretend to have his exact same strengths, but we are motivated by similar goals.
Well, I'm happy to take you down to the temple.
Just hoping
Shrine,
a lot
really.
of time helps.
Well, I'm happy to take you down to the shrine, but I can't guarantee you'll see the results you want. Your friend should probably come with you to ensure that no negative consequences come from trying to form a connection so quickly.
What are the. Oh, wait, are we there? Okay. What are the chances that he'll be possessed?
All right, thinks about it for a second. Greater than zero, unfortunately, but
Okay. Okay.
Dendar is a long dead god.
And how would you describe that to someone who just learned how to count um this season?
Um, it is not without outside the realms of possibility, but it
But
would be the
low.
lingering low. This we're talking about
Low.
the lingering soul of a dead god here. Any possession would be extraordinary if it were to happen.
Okay. And just in case, still very hypothetical, how would you exercise said dead god?
Kill the conduit. That's always the easiest choice.
Okay, but what if that isn't the preferable choice?
Um, Destroying the shrine itself might be able to sever the connection. Ripping the artifact away from the conduit might work as well.
Just, feel the ink on my skin up real quick for
Yep.
that one. Yep.
Oh, your artifact is the ink on your skin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
No, I don't like where this is going at all.
Just to remind, Krace's artifact is a tattoo, but it's also a tattoo that kind of seems to float in like a gel underneath Krace's skin.
Let me
Rorschach
just
mask.
check.
Yeah.
I've got. Oh,
Remove ink.
it'll be fine.
That's a universal solvent. Easy. Duh.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Um,
totally fine. You're friends with a Dampier whose reaction to trouble is maiming her friends, but it's fine.
Well, if I go under to the dark vices of a long deceased serpent god, I would ask actually that you put me down.
Well, we won't kill you. I just have to skin your arm. It's not
It's
that
only fitting
serious.
that you would put me down here where we once fought, Poppy.
I mean, I let's not talk about death. I feel like that's bad luck. We should just get down there. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna go smoothly. We have Godric, and he's basically a pro at talking to gods at this point.
God, what would you call your success rate?
I still think they're all out to decision on any successes. I don't think I failed yet, at least.
So, like the priest said, above zero.
Well, our time is rapidly approaching zero, so
Oh.
the 0 hour, if you will.
Right. You said Christ might need to select a companion, right?
No, I said he should bring his companions in case.
I was going to select all of you and Gleeble.
And how do I? Well, I guess there's no elegant way to put this. What kind of relationship did Tyranthraxis and Dindar have?
Antagonistic.
I see.
They were not fans of each other, according to the old text. They sought to always, day to always try to consume night, and night to always try to consume day.
I see. Would you say there was any mutual respect toward one another?
I believe that there's interpretation that they would have to, otherwise the battle would still be ongoing, would it not? But we have day and we have night.
I see. Well, I suppose by this essence of their very nature, they cannot be one without the other. So I think you're right.
That's probably true.
I'm withholding the information out of character that my artifact is reminiscent of Tyranthraxus and may cause agitation during said ritual.
This is only maybe his spinal cord.
Maybe it's fine.
All right. That's all I wanted to do. Just putting the feelers out without giving myself away.
Anyways, he shows you the path to get down there, and he says, "I will not go down there with you because this place gives me the EBGBs, as they say. Give me a call if you holler if you know your friend is possessed or whatever. Good
It'll
luck,
be fun.
Crave."
Thanks, Mirag. Well. I walk into the temple in the shadow of death. I fear no evil, for my friends are with me.
Walking in the temple, you see this very, very large statue. So if you remember the Battle of Kalo, the Tournament of Kalo, you basically were fighting.
Is that
on
what
a-
it's called now? The Battle of Kaloon?
No, I mean it should be because the tournament didn't end, but
We have
like
a
a
hero
super-
Apollo, so
super digress.
Mhm.
But there were two statues basically facing across each other, and then there's the actual like fine rope bridge that y'all are fighting on. This statue looks like basically one of them, but much smaller. Glowing red eyes. It kind of looks like a mix between a dragonborn and a tiefling. In its depiction. But it is still very humanistic versus kind of what has been hinted at or said before of Dindar being usually depicted as like a black dragon.
Neither man nor dragon, neither beast nor man. Me for real.
But as you approach, there does not seem to be any reaction. So
Right.
far.
Roger.
I think this might be appropriate. And I cast Protection from Evil and Good on Kraith.
Good call.
As I just walk up and this flame kind of spins in my hand and I push it into your chest. There you go. Boom.
Everybody make your perception check.
Ooh, the statue just like that.
Oh.
I guess I'm everybody.
I was very focused on casting the spell. I was focused on nothing else.
I saw everything.
I was like, we're not even really in the building yet. We're like in the
Yeah.
doorway.
Yeah.
Fine.
What number are we trying to beat?
20s and up.
I got a dirty 20.
What
20.
about what if I were to say a 12?
I think Gleeble got a nat 20.
We would get a nat 20. That will be treated differently. So I've got Meg on an unnatural 20 and a Gleeble at a natural 20. Any other 20s are up?
If we combine some of our numbers together, we might make some more 20s.
He's not wrong.
Otherwise, no.
Poppy, as soon as Godric casts a spell, you notice the eyes flash red on the big giant statue.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. That,
Um, Gleeble, you notice that as well, and then you briefly see in the eye looks like something shadowy like move in it before the glow disappears.
A shadowy thing.
Yep.
Do I get like a bad feeling about it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Atrocious.
I don't
The
see
shadow
anything,
people
right?
are real.
I
Did
didn't
you-
hear what the other people saw. What the or
Uh,
there's
you saw that what they did, just the eyes flash red, and then
oh,
like
okay.
you saw an actual like movement in the eye, seemingly.
Gotcha.
I think you made it
Nah.
mad, Godric.
There's something in there. There's something in it, dude. I don't. Come on.
It's just
Why are
the
we doing this?
glowing red eyes. It just kind of screams we're about to be possessed by a devil.
I'm telling you, there's something in there.
Guys, I can do that too.
When he says that, I pull out my my magic mirror on the wall and I give it the good
Ooh.
old look-see.
Make an Arcana or Perception check, your choice.
I mean,
Okay.
Maher, how about one of these? Can you see my camera?
Or perception. Yeah, that's an Arcana check. Test of Chaos.
Okay.
24.
24.
24.
You see, so you turn it and flash it towards the statue.
what?
You turn and flash the mirror to the statue, and at first you just see the reflection of the statue, and then for a second, the statue becomes a shadowy dragon of death. And then I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Wait a sec. We've seen this dragon before.
No. Very different.
18.
The mirror shatters.
No, it's his personality trait, bro. You can't do that.
I have a +9 on that as well. This is bull, it's bull
Damn.
honky.
Where were
Yeah.
you when Might Mirror shattered?
Well, this doesn't bode well.
Does anything else happen?
And so far, that's it. That was just hello.
That's earth shattering.
Mido, did you see anything in the mirror before it exploded?
Is a big scary dragon kind of something?
Yes.
How much do I know about this dragon? Like what kind of
Make a
Give me-
history check.
history check? Okay.
Yep.
And that shadow dragon, I know it's not the same one you just said, was Dindar's avatar, right? For the
Okay.
No.
ritual?
That
was
dragon
Judar. That was Judar.
Judar was Dindar's avatar. The shadow dragon was Jazath's avatar.
Okay, so I rolled only 9. So that's a 10 on the history.
10 on history. You recognize Dindar. You know he's a primordial god. Just because it's you and you remember a lot, you know that. So it's not common knowledge. So like Mirag would necessarily know this, but you know that of all the original primordial gods, Dindar is the only one that actually didn't die. And that Poppy's dad was supposed to become that new avatar or new god. But because Dindar was still alive, it didn't work that well. So Darkhorn only took on some of that power.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's Dendar.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's Dindar though, based on that feeling. And your brief connection to Judar, who is again his avatar. Or what was at least at one time his avatar, I should say.
Well, I don't know too much. I've just been been around for a while, but something strikes me as that might be Dendar chilling in that little statue there, and well, I might say that he has a little bit of malicious intent for us.
Just say hello.
I'll take a step forward.
Okay.
Can I gather all of the pieces?
Oh yes.
Just gonna say hello.
I'm trying to get this bad boy repaired. This thing is a lifeline.
Yo, wait, Mida, hold up, wait,
And the person who gave it to me no longer likes me.
Mida, hold up.
Well, what am I?
That was
But
Sentinel. He's dead.
What if we
No,
put some of
no,
those pieces
Namir gave it
in
to
my
me.
eye?
No, it was Sentinel.
Okay.
Wait, time out.
Why would we put them in your eye, Otto?
Because then my eye becomes the mirror.
Otto.
How are you gonna see?
Otto. Yeah. A mirror is a reflection. It's not a one-way mirror where you can see halfway through. It's a two-way mirror. So like,
What
if,
if?
if I,
Don't worry about it.
But what if he has one part of the mirror facing one way and the other one facing inward?
I think Poppy's got it. She's onto something right here.
That's a pretty good idea.
Great, you keep walking. We're gonna discuss this real quick.
Esther, not my comrade.
I will not in fact give Otto a piece of the mirror, and I will try to collect all the pieces of the mirror and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's me you want, not them.
A little rude, but all right.
Maybe he just wants to talk.
Great, what are you doing?
Great.
What?
I think I pissed it off. My artifact is aligned with Tyranthrax's.
You might want to stand back then.
Yeah, I should have cast the spell on you earlier. I meant to. I just kind of got distracted. I don't know. Anyways, if we need to provoke it, I'm sure I can.
Well, I will be not near you when that happens.
Hey, can you mind your own business? I was talking to Kraith.
No, I don't. I don't know if it was loud or not. Sorry.
Dragon of shadows and primordial of night. I entreat thee.
Make a religion check.
Man, I suck at these.
Can I guidance? Actually, maybe not a good idea for me to do anything.
It's like a cantrip. It doesn't count.
Whole ass 10.
10? Okay. Everybody, make a
Initiative.
wisdom saving throw.
Damn it.
Godric, Gleeble, and because of the spell that Godric casts, Kraith, you have advantage on the throw.
Advantage?
I hope.
Was this wisdom you said?
Sure is.
I hope I did it.
17
Well-
Mida.
19 with a +0.
Yeah.
We survive again, boys.
23?
A dirty 20.
7.
18.
What does my 15 get me, boss?
All right.
This economy.
Kraith, what was yours? Or actually, I'll do Kraith. I'll do you last. Poppy, what was yours?
7.
Poppy, what is your character's greatest fear at the moment? Like, not, I guess, in the moment. Like, general overall fear, like, in life at the moment.
Watching everyone she loves die around her.
Poppy, you are entreated to so in Avengers Age of Ultron, when Wanda and Tony's doing the whole vision, he sees, like, all of his friends dead, and, like, some battle. Yeah, that's what you see. All your friends, basically, at the end of the battle, you're walking up, and you're seeing all of them dead.
Yeah,
Push me
I,
to
like,
the edge.
fall to the ground sobbing.
Rui, what was yours?
23.
Rui, not being probably more wary than usual of things in your mind. You're actually able to basically just put up mental blockers and just like basically probably repeating a phrase over and over in your head, just keep it out.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, mental walls.
Yep.
Don't move me.
Mida, what was yours?
19.
What is a secret that Mida has still that he's keeping from the party?
Well, I guess that depends. Am I within 4 of passing? Do I know that? Did I fail?
I'll say you were within 4 of passing, sure.
Yeah. Then I am bending luck. Hey, okay. Here we go. A D4. Boink, boink. Does a dirty 20 change my result here?
Midas, you feel this like being trying to pull out and rip out one of your secrets. You like basically you just tap into the wild magic chaos and just push it out, kind of reflexively, and secret not extracted.
It worked, guys. My luck bending worked. That's rare.
Oh my god.
Otto, what do you have?
15.
Otto, what is a secret desire that you have at the moment that you're keeping from the group? Or maybe even you think from your own character that you're trying to like that you're not addressing with your own character, a desire.
Eagles mode.
To become flesh and bone again.
You hear this whisper in your mind, whatever this is. Oh, you say that Otto, that is who you are, but you miss being a Torian so much, and you're afraid. You're so afraid of what that will do to your relationships in your life. Embracing your past. Does that mean turning on all of your friends and abandoning them? As you kind of get a mental image of like basically a forked pathway, one leading kind of to Satella and Artorian, kind of the old days, and then another to the Ivory Pact, current group of friends.
Oh shit.
Gleeble, what was yours?
17.
What is the same question? What is a secret that you are either keeping, you think, from the group or even yourself?
Even from myself. I think Gleeble is excited and afraid to meet his dad.
The bastard son.
Kind of running from it, I think.
The son of a god. A lot of expectations to try and live up to, but no memories of a father to even compare them to. The father who abandoned you and apparently never even wanted you.
I don't need him, damn it.
Godric.
18.
A secret, either keeping from the party or you think from yourself.
Dude, I don't know, man. I've jumped so much that like I don't know what I have not said and haven't said anymore. I guess I don't know, a secret.
You don't want Garrett to pick.
That's true.
He
Shit, I
really
don't-
wants to be Gleeble's stepdad.
No, that's not a desire, a secret. You might have to pick just because I don't think I can think of anything on the spot.
My old enemy. Born again through you. You think and hope that this path that you're choosing is the righteous one. But as your predecessor knew and found out, there is no righteous path for people like you. Kraith.
Yeah,
What'd you roll?
it was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And in your mind, the shadow dragon takes form. A basically humanoid, medium-sized version of the statue. This kind of like I said, this dragonborn tiefling combination. So you wish to control my power. Is that so?
I wish to utilize your power for my own course in life. Yeah.
Power that you acknowledge that you have no right to. No heir, no dragon, no true dragon, anyways.
Yes, I am aware of the conditions of my birth. The Hmm. I'm aware of my caste in life, yes. Ladovos explained it succinctly enough. None of
Are
us
you-
are born into this sort of power. Not us mortals, at least. But I find myself in possession of it currently. I wish to use it in a different way, perhaps.
Lending mortals our powers. That's what's led to the primordial's death in the first place. Tyrant Thraxus was a fool for allowing ascension to happen. But I am in my state stuck. Only able to act through those who find artifacts of my power. Tell me, are you ready to kill those who stand in your group's way? Kill those who threaten your group, no matter what that might mean for your psyche.
I will do anything to protect those closest to me. If that includes rending and destroying our enemies completely, then yes. Though I hope there are, along the way, multiple paths we may take. The coming war may be inevitable, but its conclusion is not yet cast.
I tried to influence you once. That you might need to lean into your minute draconic connection and the bestial powers that come with that. Once, do you remember Gourmand? The wood guy.
Yeah, I remember. I was trying to think of something funnier. I do recall a man of wood who harmed those nearest to me before I knew them as the friends they are today. I remember showboating a bit, taking great pride over destroying him. But it was all for nothing.
How do you
Just
think
jokingly speak.
how do you think your friends would have reacted if they had actually seen the frightening nature in which you dismantled his limbs? How do you think your enemies would have reacted?
Perhaps in fear, but perhaps they would just pity me, realizing how self-aggrandizing it all was. Can't say for sure. In my head, Otto wouldn't have given a fuck. Would not have cared. Literally did not care.
I warn you now, Dragonborn. Having power will not be enough. You must teach your enemies to fear you if you want your friends to be safe. That might mean sacrificing a part of yourself that you're not ready to go. And maybe your friends will not care for you once you become that person either.
I feel perhaps I've given enough. So many times I've searched for the wrong road to power. I've used corruptions of what friendship was in the past to justify my own actions. I was ready to sacrifice this entire world to save them, but I was just the narrow-minded thinking of a still beast. Is there anything else? I don't wish to plunge further into darkness. I wish to uplift them, I truly do. Do you have a way to do that? Or is this yet another dark bargain?
Make a religion or persuasion check.
I'm way better at persuasion. I'm so much better at that. Wow. Oof, man, any protection? You feeling good? Buff on this one? Raw die?
I think it's raw die.
It is.
Yeah, went on the ground.
Oh, did he do it?
I will show you. I will prove this. I will prove my word. It was literally an at 20, bro. It is literally an at 20. I can't. Okay, look, I'm just gonna move the dice tray. There, nothing funny here.
Well, you did it.
I do see it. I see it.
Do you see? Can judge ruling on the table?
Judge ruling on the table.
Check my deck.
I
Somebody.
think he switched out the dice.
Okay, look. Okay, look. I can't show you. The other one literally rolled off the table.
No. What if he's just got like a little goblin under the table and he's like,
Thanks, man. Here's a fiver. For the record, I stole the other die and became an at 1, but you know, details don't matter. Details.
Your enemies are my enemies for the moment.
You have no enemies.
So therefore, I shall infuse you with even more of my power, nephew.
let's go.
Hold up.
As Kraith begins writhing on the ground in pain.
Hold up.
Same.
Those of you that were in visions, break out of your visions. As you just see like Kraith writhing in pain, as the tattoos on his body begin to snake its way basically through his scales.
I scurry over to him and try to ascertain whether it's killing him or not.
Well, please make a medicine check.
6.
Man, Kraith looks like he's dying right now.
Do we cut his skin off?
Probably no. I don't think we should do that.
But it's going all over. What if it's possessing him? She said we have to remove the mark. He's in pain, Rui. He's
well-
gonna die. You're all gonna die, and I won't be able to do anything.
Ayo, Shadow Dragon, you still here after whispering in my mind like a dirty little person you are?
Please make a religion check.
I'm so bad at these. Make me stop doing that.
He gave me the persuasion out. 14.
You cannot find any connection in your mind. Notably, the eyes of the statue are no longer glowing either.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
Godric,
Uh.
what's happening?
Any checks?
Make a religion or medicine check,
Or medicine.
or even
Okay.
Arcana.
Or Arcana. How about no? 17? Religion?
17 religion. You feel, you get the sense that it doesn't seem like possession, but it does feel like negative energy is coursing into Kraith's body.
Okay, so
Anybody got dispel negative energy?
Do we skin him or not?
well, hold on. He's not possessed, but there is a power that is plunging through him.
Well,
I dare say our trip might have gone the way we had hoped, but not the way we wanted it to. Our truth, my bone.
What if, like,
My
what if
bones
this
hurty.
is just like par for the course? Like, what if we just gotta let it run through his system?
That's what I was thinking.
Or maybe we can get it to transfer to someone with no skin, and
Let me just eat your power up real quick, bro.
well, yeah. I mean, maybe you could just touch him or something, and then the tattoos will go to you.
I don't think so. They are bonded. They're his artifact. They won't leave him. And if they won't leave him easily, and if they do, it won't be in one piece, surely.
Kraith.
Eyeball.
In your mind, a soothing feeling you haven't felt since you died and were thrown in the river Styx
Man.
enters your mind. We'll say that, as a voice calls out to you that you don't recognize, but weirdly feels the most familiar. As it says, "My child, I am with you. Dendar cannot corrupt you." As the pain subsides and your artifact, much larger than it was before. It was probably like a shoulder tap before. Now it is like a full arm tattoo. In length.
Man. You forget my flavor for this, but I digress.
I know it grows, but I'm just talking about, its natural state.
it grows.
As your artifact levels up, and the pain subsides, and your eyes crack open.
I'm standing over him, getting ready to smack him.
Kraith, are you okay? Do we need to cut your arm off?
Roll to stop me.
Athletics contest.
Any new fantastic artifact abilities that help?
18.
I don't think that number really went up. Another nat 20 auto.
Well, shit.
Perfect.
As Otto goes to smack down, Kraith just.
I did have to rage for that. Yeah, that was a rage one. Immediately just flex the new might.
Yo, I think he's alive.
Never better.
Guys.
Pull him up.
Are you okay?
Never better. Why do you ask?
I don't think that God is a good person to ask for help from. Did he show you things?
Barely.
Oh.
Seems at present we fight a common enemy, and I was given an extra ounce of his power. When he asked me to give up another piece of myself, I rebuked him. And I was answered with forcing pain, but also a bit more competence in my own abilities. So,
Right.
Well-
Well, we did trespass into his domain, so probably all felt the consequences. I look around at everybody to see their state, kind of, I guess, dazed, similar to me.
Oh, Poppy's been crying. I look like a mess.
Otto is completely fine, as you can only tell.
What next? Shall we leave? Should we leave?
I think that's a great idea.
yeah.
Right, are you all right?
Honestly, I think so. The pain was awful, but
Nothing the spring can't fix, huh?
I don't know. I gotta admit that was a lot shorter than I thought it would take, so we might have time for that sort of thing. I don't know.
I just met the one back at the keep.
No, I don't think Jen's here. Do you have a way back? Anyway, can I like vibe check myself real quick?
Sure.
It's like, is there something wrong? Did I lose a piece of myself and I'm not sure at the moment? Am I all here right now? Is there still people in my brain but I don't realize?
Make an Arcana or Religion check.
Those are both really bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's an unnatural 20. I'm hot tonight.
There we go.
I'm simply hot. Actually, wait. I do not have plus one of this. I'm sorry. It is my bad. It is a mere 19.
A mere 19.
Excuse me.
Now
You're
you
getting a little
wail.
carried away with those 20s.
Your mind seems empty.
Any character ideas on that last voice in my head? Out of character, I think I know, but that's just that, you know.
Like I said, it connects to your death. Lodogos told you were going kind of towards your source.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is the idea.
I got some ideas. Yeah.
I'm going to give Poppy some of my berries to help console her because I have no idea why she's crying.
I don't feel like eating right now.
All right, well, just to let you know, Kraith is alive, so it's okay.
Yeah, for now.
What?
I was sipping water and I choke up a little bit on it.
No, nothing. Everything's fine.
I lean in and listen. If you're going to kill him, we can talk about this.
I will never kill any of y'all. I'm not like Darkarn.
Nobody said you were.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine.
By the way, the sun is setting. It is currently about 7 on the world dial.
Is that a hint?
Nope.
We should probably get out of here and get ready for the journey tomorrow.
Where are we going tomorrow?
Estrax.
War.
Oh, right.
You got another day between that.
Oh. Well,
I sure do wonder what Gondor's doing right now.
hey.
Guys, that's okay.
You know, why don't we like take a quick breather, find somewhere to go to sleep?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Sure.
Kraith is now big, strong man.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I don't feel that different, but you know, I'm glad you were all here with me for it.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to see you writhe in pain. That was really great. It was fantastic. Front
Otto,
seat.
Otto, gotta admit, we have an unfinished fight at this location. Just saying.
What does that even mean?
I immediately drop my sword and get into a stance.
Why did you drop the sword though?
I pick my sword up.
No actual blades, please.
Okay, fine. Put it back down. Oh, jeez.
I drop my sword again.
Yeah, let's
This is very
not.
unceremonious.
Right.
Let's,
Oathkeeper is probably screaming at me at this point.
I walk up to Otto. Otto,
What's up? Yeah, what's up?
seeing as you're the only one of us who's been in any real war before,
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm counting on you to guide us in these upcoming months, or however long.
are you
And
still in your wrestle pose?
I'm like slowly dropping it.
I was just starting to get into it, man. Damn.
You want me to commandeer us?
You don't have to commandeer anything. I just want you to know that I recognize that you have the most experience in this, and we would be wise to listen to your instruction, at least for the next part of this adventure.
All right. I see where you're coming from.
I think we've got another day before we deploy, as it were, and we've yet to do any real research on where it is we're going or the history of the place. And so I think we ought to spend some time gathering intel from Endem.
From where?
Endem. That was an out of character comment. I believe that's our choice to gather info on Estrak is to talk to Endem about it.
I think it was. I look at Kraith. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time. Okay, then. Pick up Oathkeeper. I'm gonna whisper I'm sorry to Oathkeeper. Fine. You know what? We have how many hours until sleepy time for you people that need sleep? Let's get some information.
Did he say it was 7 p.m.?
Correct.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty late, Otto. I think we should just rest for the night.
Happy, you don't even sleep.
Can't we just
Dead
teleport
rest.
back to oh shit, like the whole fucking town is in our keep, isn't it?
It is in our keep.
Why are they in our keep?
Oh, I invited them to take refuge there because their houses were destroyed.
Oh,
It's
well,
Surprise.
that was nice of you.
thanks.
Well, I guess we should rest here, if that is okay with Kraith's monastery.
Wouldn't quite put myself as the ordinal figure over this, but yeah, we can entreat the monks, I suppose, for a stay.
I think that's a great idea.
I could hire a carriage to take us back to town early, or I could, and we'll clear out the keep for tomorrow. Is that important?
No.
I don't think it is.
No.
I was more so just curious about the people in the keep. I just didn't know they were there, you know?
Oh, yeah, you went to the dinner. I made the decision without you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Doesn't bother me one bit.
Great, great. Well, I think we should all get some much needed sleep.
Sounds good. Craig, will you lead the way since not many of us know where to go?
I mean, it's the first time I've been down here too, really. So I'm just gonna take the stairs and see where that goes.
Fair game.
Stair gang. Heading back up, Mirag offers you all rooms, so that's well, they have enough rooms for individual people. This used to be a very big temple with many students, and now there are 4. So
It has to have a hot spring, though, right? Like it has to.
no hot spring.
Ow! Look at this place.
I mean, if there was any hot water here, it was probably being boiled by the devil.
Okay.
So, but there's not. So anybody trying to do any conversations or anything before you go to bed?
I immediately go to my room.
Man, I guess I should hit up Mirag real quick. I don't know. Maybe.
You
Seems like a sensible thing. I just had a minor revelation about Dindar. I don't know.
I wish to peruse the library.
Steal the scroll of shadow coins.
How do buff artifact fast?
Otto doesn't need the Shadow Clone Scroll. He already has one.
It's true.
Oh, these
Why
3 steps. Guild
artifact
masters
not
hate him.
stronger?
So are you looking up information about artifacts? Is that what you're trying to go for?
No, I'm looking up information about where we're going. If there's anything I need to prep.
Like extracts or
Yeah.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Yeah, let's see if this place even has anything like that. 16. That wasn't even a roll. The dice just kind of flew into the side of the screen.
Bro, you find a history book. In that history
Does it
book,
have nursery rhymes about Estrax?
no, it's not nursery rhymes. Not nursery. The only real history you're able to get through on it is that Estrax was formed by how do I want to phrase this? Devil worshippers at first, before being taken over by going through a period where it was controlled by a vampire lord named Darkarn. Before a different devil worshipping cult was able to push Darkarn's control off of most of Estrax. And then just kind of this region has been in continual turmoil as different dictators have just like come up and taken over and basically warred over the land. Does not even reach like current history at all.
Okay. All right. So some new stuff, I guess. Because I don't think I really knew anything about Estrax other than Estrax bad, we good.
It's
That's
true.
a good thing to maybe remember.
But now I know it's all devils. Okay. All right, now we look up how make artifact good.
Now make another investigation check.
Why artifact makes second me that's mad?
Mad.
19.
19?
19.
So, you're able to find a book kind of going into the spiritual connection of artifacts. Basically, why do these even exist in the world? Um, Basically, you're able to determine that these are powerful magic items. Um, that's um powerful magical items that came up um, because the gods basically needed mortals to act on their behalf in the world. Um, the more they prove themselves to the belief is that the more they prove themselves to those gods, then the artifact would grow in power. That has been seemingly debunked, as many of those gods who created a lot of artifacts that still exist today, those gods are dead or seem to no longer exist. So now it seems to be that your artifact is a reflection. Artifacts are a reflection of your own um, soul. That's what some theorize. It's a reflection of your own soul, and the better you know yourself, the stronger your artifact could get. Some believe it is like just the a conduit of power in general. So if you're able to learn how to, you could learn how to channel more power through it. It becomes stronger. Um, Um, and then others are yes. You realize as it's going through these explanations that these are kind of like Ashana, Estrix, Ilis being re-explained.
Mhm.
And you have a very small mention because, like I said, because Ashana and all that is not really a heavily mentioned thing. That it theorized that maybe artifacts were made to house the um, forces that govern the world, essentially. But you probably just making your own connection assume Ashana, Estrax, and Eilish are what they're referencing.
All right. All right. We have gained valuable knowledge today.
Ugh. Kraith, you talk to Mirag. What do you want to say?
No, I think I had an interesting conversation with Dendor.
With with Dendar, he's dead.
About
I mean
that.
the lingering soul of Dendar.
Semantics.
Sure.
And the result is the same. He made his presence known to me. You know, he asked me to give up another piece of myself. I don't know if that actually just happened or not with my transaction. I felt the familiar pain of more power being unlocked, but I know not exactly what happens. He called me nephew, and then I was called son by another. And I've long thought myself quite divorced from concepts like family. So
I have no idea which your lineage is and why a dead god would refer to you in such a manner. But as far as what I know about Dendars, he is not a god who typically bargains, I should say. He is a god that either takes or manipulates.
right. But of course.
But I would think that you would know if you have lost something of yourself.
Yeah. Well, I had no idea there was anything wrong with my artifact until it almost got me to kill a friend of mine. I don't know if it's. I don't know if I'm safe yet, honestly.
I mean, if Dindar were truly had that much control where he could try and where he could act through you, again, I think he would just take. So this must be more of a manipulation play. Try and get you to act in a certain way. Because he needs something from you.
I know not what that might be yet, honestly. Seems that we both have enemies, and he wants me to destroy some of his. For the time being, perhaps they're one and the same.
Maybe, but Tyrant Thraxus again is long dead. He was his greatest enemy.
Yeah, I'll break character, but about that, there's an extra step these days.
But I mean, there's always, of course, the possibility that someone is posing as Denvar, but they'd have to connect. They'd have to have a pre-existing connection to one of you in the group, I would think, if that were the case. So,
One of pre-existing connections, all dragons, perhaps. There'll always be another machination of Vodovos. I like to think he's long gone. Have you heard tale of Grit's activities lately?
we were been briefly informed that the giants were not to be helped because they are at their own war with Grit.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what Grit would want with the giants or their territory.
I don't know if he's seeking more strength. I am myself in possession of a pilfered artifact of giants, granting me some additional strength. But I don't think he needs a belt.
Seems like he might. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I had nothing.
Seems like he might just be a stepping stone for his true goal, then.
Yes, here he is. I suppose I saw himself aligned with two others. Certainly much more goals aligned than any sort of moral, political ambition co-aligning.
Even if their goals were aligned, I don't see Grit as somebody who would make alliances with people. When he left the temple, he was quite adamant how much he hated what people have done to this world.
Yeah. The misanthrope to the end. I had a clash with him. Very brief when I saw him with the others. And must say he is completely unchanged. Just a beast. And truly nothing more. I don't know much else to say, or I hate to have opened up any old wounds by mentioning him. I was just very curious, should I have another run-in with him, if you had any insights. I hope I could share some with you.
As becoming a teacher, I've given up on chasing after Grit. Parts of me has always feared that he might come back here, but best way I've focused my time is training my students that they'll be ready for when that day comes.
I guess that's about all I'm doing myself. I don't claim a mantle as teacher, but to surround myself with others and hope to better myself, and perhaps, if I may be so bold, be bettering them through myself as well. All mutual. Ready to take on the grips of the world and worse. So, may that day never come, but it shouldn't. I hope my friends and your students are ready. As ready as they'll ever be.
I suppose so.
Until
to you.
next time.
Good luck to you, my friend.
GG, no re.
Roger, could you go to bed?
No.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Stop sleeping. What are you doing?
I forget who I was gonna say. I was gonna tell Rui, just try to sleep. If they want to talk to you, they will.
But this time, before you go to sleep, a gin letter reaches, lands in your lap through the window. The letter is from, Gradius.
Radius. Storm Arrow. The
Yes.
guy I talked to him at the bar last, yeah?
Yeah.
Didn't even want to dissect you this time. Well, maybe.
Well,
Jed must be making a killing off of these letters.
has to do it all for free. It sucks. Service to the kingdom. Being a royal court member sucks. Best you can open the letter.
Yeah, sure.
Opening the letter. If you remember last, Gradius had gotten, thanks a little bit to you, had gotten authorization to have a research team go to Sense.
Yes, that's right.
And he, in this letter, Gradius says, I know you don't have much time before you have to go to Estrax, but you and your group should come to Sense in the mornings if you can. We have found something peculiar that seems to relate to those involved in this ritual originally. Guys like lap those, but hold down.
Yeah. Well, shit. I just told. Now I'm thinking. No, Otto's gonna be like, no, you told me that we're gonna do what I say, so we're not doing that. I'm just kidding, but I'm like, is that all it says?
Yep.
Okay, I will fold it and I guess put it in my journal and be prepared to discuss it in the morning.
You
Do I
all
go to sleep?
You all go to sleep and wake up. No visitors in the night for any of you.
All right then. Well, probably not sleeping great because of that letter. I get up and I guess go and just try to get ready and wait on everyone.
Anybody doing anything special as you wake up for the day?
I just walked down.
I maintain the summoning circle.
Is good.
All right, so
Like simply
have
wait for
we?
something bad to happen.
We should probably figuring out our travel arrangements.
Um, to get to Estrax, right?
We have a little time to kill, but I'm not sure what any of us are doing. I'd like to see the keep one last time, but I know there's work to be done.
Is everyone here, or has everyone arrived yet?
Mm-hmm.
We'll say yes.
No funny.
All right, then I'll just pull out my journal and say, all right, well, I had planned to say we should go, I guess, spend our last day and rest and maybe research extracts, but I had this letter delivered last night, and it appears that Garadius, does he have a title?
Nope.
Garadius, of the Storm Arrows, my guild, former guild, I guess, led a research party to the town of Sense where a ritual took place that has something to do with everything that is going on between. Well, something tells me all of us, but specifically Rui and myself. And he recommended that we visit as soon as possible, as there is something relevant he found there.
Oh,
Why didn't he put it in the letter?
You know, that's a good question. It could be dangerous. So,
maybe he didn't want it intercepted.
Are we sure it's from Jin?
It's from
it's
Garadius.
from Garadius.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, I think I'd like to go there if we have the time.
I do think it's wise, but of course I defer to your opinions as well, whatever everyone else thinks.
Can I look at the note?
Yeah, what did Gradius promise in this location?
Nothing. He said that the research team that has been dispatched by the Kingdom of Ashana has uncovered some. He used the word peculiar findings, and apparently requires. He said it'd be a good idea if our group came. It might be beneficial to us.
Yeah. Well, do you mind if I take a look at it?
I mean, I don't like care. I don't like. I have no reason to say no, but like, what are you like gonna do to it?
Oh, I just want to look at the handwriting. I learned to read by reading letters, and I just wanted to see if there was anything strange about the way it was written. It just seems odd that he wouldn't say what it was in the letter, and it's before such an important journey. The timing is strange.
You can look at it if you wish, but unless you've read anything written by Garadius before, I don't see how that's gonna help.
Well, like shaky handwritings. If a merchant is lying to someone, they leave a lot of blotches. The usual.
They might dot their eyes with funny letters.
Sure, all right. I mean, Garadius does try to dissect me every time we speak, so I mean, you can't exactly apply normal logic with this guy.
Literally, or
I mean, he doesn't actually try. He just says, we could learn a lot by dissecting me. And to be fair, I don't disagree, but I don't like that.
well, now I think that's quite understandable.
Taking the letter, Poppy, make an investigation check.
To people that are what, Poppy?
19. I did.
The letter seems legit. The most peculiar thing about it is that the eye in Godric has a arcane symbol where the eye is dotted.
Simple. I call
And
it
as you
every time.
stare at it, the letter slowly turns into a basically like you like probably drop it as it slowly turns into a teleportation circle.
Oh, well, sorry I was nosy, but I seem to have found our transportation method.
All right, well, as much as it creeps me out, I trust Gradius. And since is where I found these symbols that I've been on about so long, and I hold up those pages to remind everyone that
Is that the
this is
symbols, the Raven
it's where
Queen
I
thing?
it's where I first met the elf with the black tattoos. That's where we're going.
No. Any place.
Didn't you almost get beat up there?
No, I I stopped myself, and my head goes through. I did feel something watching me that I never saw.
That's
Not exactly. No.
Oh, well, that's good then. Let's go.
Any
Yeah.
place that has a connection to Dendar is a place worth investigating now, I suppose.
I mean, anybody? Is there anyone opposed? I mean, should we talk about it, or are we all in agreement?
I just don't think whether we want to go or not, we can afford to miss out on whatever information he has to offer.
I agree. I believe if we survive this Estrax encounter, then perhaps this might be one of the more important things that we do. So,
All right.
What does Gleeble think?
Gleeble is ready for violence.
Did you just speak in the third person? Oh no,
You-
Gotcha, we can't. Gotcha, we can't. I'm sorry. I tried.
Are we following that up
tried.
with speed and momentum?
very nice.
So, how does this teleportation letter thing work, Poppy? Do you know?
I think we can just step into the circle.
Oh,
Is it like not a circle that appeared, or is it just a glowing letter I?
no. It's grown to a person size, floating. Doctor Strange circle of teleportation style.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
So does it just have the
yeah.
coordinates? Can we just like pop the coordinates into the one that I prepared for the day?
Make an Arcana check.
Aye, aye, Captain. Boop. 18.
Mida, what strikes you odd about this teleportation circle is that the coordinates, we'll call it, are more or less temporary in that they're not so usually for it you have like two ends of a teleportation circle, right? This does not have another end that is connecting to permanently. Basically, it seems that the coordinates it's pointing to are a temporary teleportation circle that's been set up. So
Well, like for the ones that I'm setting up, it's like a slap shot. Someone cast it. It's not like a permanent.
Pretty much, yeah. So you could write them down, but it only, it's only active as long as they keep it active. So.
Well, I just meant, since I have one inscribed every day,
Yeah.
I just would imprint instead of it being floating and being in the air, I just kind of like whoopah into the one that I've made, and so it just it'll feel more legit for the group.
Sure.
So it's not just to give Poppy and her claim more sustenance.
Yeah. Yep. And you can definitely do that. The weird thing your Arcana check did not suss out is that you weren't able to determine actually where the other end of the circle is. You just know there is another end, and that other end is temporary.
Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, it could still be a lie from Midas' perspective.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not saying anything about that.
I dive in.
Phew.
Nice. I follow.
Well, it's not. Well, a teleportation circle is not like a dive-in type situation. We all have to go on there and then collectively teleport.
Hey, listen,
like-
he said Doctor Strange circle a
He
minute
did.
ago, so
Yeah.
take it or leave
I
it.
Well, I've
know.
taken that circle and then inscribed it upon my teleportation circle.
Midas
Made it-
essentially put it on the ground. We'll call it. He's grounded the circle.
I go to Midas circle.
The only one
Well,
who
there's
has-
only Midas now. We have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
No worries.
Cool.
I say, well, Otto, but I see he is taking a rest for his circuits.
Turned off for the day.
Otto is in sentry mode.
Yeah, you all teleport to Sense. You get a
Yeah, what a squad here. Holy. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's that daddy you fumbled, bro. Check it out.
So you see a few familiar faces when you get there. I'm not gonna call those friendly faces. We'll call them familiar. That's probably accurate.
All around me are familiar.
But you have Heradius, you have former co-captain of the Storm Arrow Squig, Lorelei, you have Kaiser there, you have Thror and Enwin, kind of occult experts from the Shadow Knights. You have Videk there, you have Sharkon there, and you have Dracon, who is the kind of royal historian, but he's also kind of taking on Archmage duties these days because Coxor got fired. Where you see on this map are little like glowing like marks on the ground. Yeah, those are all runes. Just repeating runes over and over again. You recognize them from Godric's book, being runes indicating the Raven Queen, Dendar, Jazath, and Rakdos of Bizarre Lunica fame. And as you all arrive, Gradius says,
What was the last one again? Of Bizarre Lunica?
Rakdos. Yeah.
Rakdos. That's right.
As you all arrive, Gradius says, I'm glad you all could come. We found what seems to be a summoning circle of sorts. And we're hoping that you all might help us decode what was being summoned.
Are you able
Why-
to tell if
I
the
popped my
summoning
pincers.
was successful?
We have not been able to determine yet. We discovered it last night, and I figured our resident expert on sense and Godric should both be here for this.
Right. And why is it that we need to be here to help you decode it?
Well, because a few of you have connections to these gods.
Right. Yes. okay.
Raven Queen
Anya.
and who else?
Dendar.
We just encountered him.
Dindar is you. Who's
Jazath.
Rakdos?
And Rakdos.
Jazath wanted to marry Rui.
Correct.
And
Oh, right.
have we met Rakdos?
I saw Richie the Clown not too long ago.
Have not met Rakdos, but Rakdos is connected to Bizarre Lunica, which is Savant and Richie the Clown and all them.
Did you say there was a Zarathos symbol, or
No,
am I just rhyming Rakdos? Okay.
Okay.
Rakdos.
So it's Raven Queen, Dendar, and who else?
Jazath and Rakdos.
And Rakdos.
Yeah, we've run into them.
some are more connected. We're not connected to all of them, but at least half.
At least half, maybe more.
I'll say, Gradius, take your great care with this one, and I point at Rui, and I say, her presence here may be a catalyst for something. I wouldn't presume to know what.
So we all recognize these symbols.
Godric has shown him off enough. He did show him like right before y'all left too, so yes.
Okay, Ruby is quite stressed to be here.
Yeah, you definitely recognize the Raven Queen ones, Ruby.
Those aren't the ones stressing her out.
But anyways, we will end tonight's session there. Thank you for watching. Thanks to the resources we use that make this all possible. Roll20 on the best of days. D&D Beyond. Chayimpeku for all the maps I use for the players. Paperforge, Roll20 Marketplace, Meg for a lot of the tokens and things. But we will see you all next week, and
have a mighty fine week.